So, alright, this is a response to the ISS video I did and Jonathan's comment. So we'll have a look at the first clip I made. Jonathan, hope you're well.
Alright, Jonathan, so you did the maths and you worked out 6.7 centimetres. Well, I'm going to give you 8 by 6. I've even done tried to do the true silly colours. And I've found a spot. The ISS is going to be on this rugby goal. And I am going to be, as you can see, at the end of the field. And that will be 3.3. 330 metres. So let's go out and see what happens.
Okay, for the next clip, I'm going to turn the sound off because it was quite windy. So I'll pop the ISS on here, as you can see. Got the sun shining right down on it so that the silly colours would actually help. We will get to, this is the rugby field, as you can see. That was, where was it? There was a back view there. There. So I'm going to be back there. And there is a but, of course. You might be a friend of the relativity theory. I'm not quite sure that comparing 330 meters of ground level air actually resemble reality when you think about it in real life being 400k. So that's one thing I'll say right away. So I took the P900 so I didn't have to drag my telescope out because it's not right around the corner. You can't see it here, but I will show you the footage that I actually took. So let's have a look, As you can see, this is the corner of the field. And when we zoom in, you can actually see the piece of paper more than you can, but never mind, we'll continue. And I'll just pause it there. So this is actually the moment where I have to say, see that in the middle, that smudge, that is what I drew as the ISS. So I will actually admit that you can actually see a bit more than I thought you would be able to. But yeah, we'll just continue because I got some more to show you. And as I said, 330 meters versus 400k straight up. Yeah. But, you know, what do I know? So what I've got to show you is, first of all, here on Spot the Station, which I always think is really funny, is they have this little picture, and I know you'll say because, yeah, but if that's 400 kilometers, then how wide is that floor? Say about 500 from each side. You getting my point on that one? I don't know. I find that a bit funny. Then what else have we got? Oh, here. Gateway to Astronaut Photography of Earth. Latest ISS imagery. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a goodie. What have we got here? Yeah, that's a goodie. What have we got here? Oh, yeah. That's a goodie. I got some blue. Oh, it's getting blacker. Those stars. Cheeky stars. Oh, it's even blacker. And they do look like they're stars. Do we see them now or do we not? I don't know. That always confuses me. So yeah, I think my point should be coming across here sometime soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So I might just drop that one. It's another good page, Wonderworks. I actually came across them because NASA mentions them quite a lot. So click here to enter. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, look. Space. Space Shuttle rental. Space Station ISS rental. Oh dear. Look at that. They're in space. That's mad. Crew floating BBC series. Oh. Is that the cupola? Or is it just whatever? There is one I like in here. It's this one. Alternate approach to flying astronauts on a rig. We can help you plan your shots because we have nearly 40 years of experience doing just this sort of thing. It's like a little baby on a carpet with a mobile hanging over it. It's quite good, that. I like that. I like Space Boy here. It's a Russian bot. Yeah. Space related general, Space Shuttle Simulator, Spaceship One, Spaceship Construction, Educate. I'm not sure that word's right there. But they even do buildings. You can have them standing between the rockets, as we have seen on many pictures. What else have we got? Yeah. So no, that's clearly legit. Yeah. Then I actually, I've turned the sound off to just show you these again. These are, watch them watch them on your own. NASA Goddard. I've sped this one up because I couldn't stand watching it at half speed. Is this where we live? You see the ISS falling around that? Or what about this one? Because the Russians seem to think Earth looks a bit different. Don't know why. Yeah, don't know why. Different filter, different camera, different fisheye. I don't know. The classic, this one. I don't you just love it? That's legit goodness right there. Unfortunately, this page loaded in German, but never mind. This is Echo 1. Have a look for yourself. It's quite funny. 1960, they launched a rocket that let go of a 76-kilogram satellite that orbited Earth for 8 years, hanging on a balloon. And what I quite like here is, where is it? So it did actually decrease in diameter, but it was visible for 8 years as a bright star. Bit like the ISS, isn't it? And this video, I'm not going to play it because I don't trust him, but definitely have a look at that and see what the dude says that actually designed the cupola funny, wonky, turny, knob car window things, stupidness. And just ask yourself, common sense, would you build something like that? Would you then remember Don Pettit saying, I doesn't really know what they'd do if the cupola ever, it's just silliness. So, yeah. And before I leave you here, Planetae Veritas, have a listen to probably all of his stuff, but especially this one. This one kind of raises some more doubts about the whole ISS thing. Not going to show you bubbles in space, not going to, so yeah, Jonathan, basically, I guess you could see more than I thought, which I will admit. I'm not perfect. I can be wrong. Still Gonna stick to my theory that the ISS is actually just... Okay, so I just decided I'm not gonna call it quite yet. We're gonna have a bit more of a look. Have a look at some NASA images. That's always a good one. I quite like this one. I'm not a Bible person or a religious person at all, but you know, he might have been, so might want to check out that psalm. What else have we got? Ah, this is a good one. I always like these. Just classic how that dude with that backpack would climb out of that tiny little door backwards. I mean, you got to remember, he slips, falls, punctures his suit, and that's whatever. What else have we got? Ah, classic. Classic goodness. The homeless tweaker shelter. And yeah. Oh well. What else have we got? Yeah, I mean, these are just the classics anyway, aren't they? And I hope you know, Jonathan, I'm not picking on you or anyone else. I mean, you can believe whatever you want, but yeah, believe is the right word. They always remind me of little tin Viking mugs. They probably got them in a shop somewhere. Yeah, there's the door again. See, so you got big helmet, which is quite funny because in a vacuum that would be the most unstable shape ever. Yeah, then you've got that tiny little oven door. I wish it was. Yeah, it's a good one. Cables on the moon. Yeah, and that's what I meant with the. I mean, look at that. That could be actually a WonderWorks model, and you wouldn't know. Seriously, how easy is it to fake shots like that? I mean, that doesn't even. I don't know. As I said, agree to disagree, but yeah, no. It's one of the nice things about being grown up. You don't have to believe everything, I guess. Turning heads on spacesuits. What else have we got? Some patents, maybe? Apparatus and method for simulating spacecraft erosion. Yeah, don't know why you'd need that, but alright. Here, the beluga. You know, for training and faking. And I reckon NASA's probably got at least one of them with a nice ISS model in it that they use. What we got here? Oh yeah, this one because you know, you say you see the ISS pass overhead. Well, we see a light in the sky. Yeah, lights and skies prove. Not sure. There's another one. Reconstructing an image of an object. Good one. As I said, take your time. Feel free to have a look through all this stuff. Some great ones there. And, you know, what was this? For using multiple diffuse. Yep, another good one. And I mean, there's hundreds of these, you know. There really are hundreds of them. And we've seen what they can do. So, I mean, how easy would it be to fake? Piece of cake. Wouldn't even cost much. So, as I said, agree to disagree, and but I am calling.
No, that's a patty.
That's it.
Can
That
I see the picture, Daddy?
I am calling bullshit, my friend. So be safe, be honest, be happy, be humble. Feel free to comment again, and take care, buddy.